Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Subnautica. So when we last left off, we were just having... Whoa, a little bit of lag there. We were just having some fun exploring the Lost River in creative mode, seeing what had changed since we were last here. Ooh. Isn't that beautiful? What is that? 2 hearts? Some weird organs there. It's pretty cool, though. I'm never gonna cease to be just awed and amazed by Oh, that one has flown into the ground and then flew off. Good for him, or her, or it. I don't know how these things identify gender. I love the grappling hook, even though the game is really kinda... It's not running very well in its current state. But, I mean, it's still in early access, and I'm assuming that one of the last big things they're going to do is run like a big optimization patch once everything else is more or less in order. I love the music for down here. It's so peaceful, so quiet, so just nice, really. Nice, peaceful, quiet, lets you know that there is nothing... Are you kidding me? Why? Why do you mushrooms get in the way of the mighty prawn suit? How is that even possible? But anyway, yeah, there's nothing to worry about down here up until the point where, you know, they add the Ghost Leviathan possibly sometime after 1.0. Like I said last time, I do kind of hope that, instead of adding the Ghost Leviathan to just, like, this general area, they create a whole new area for it. Or maybe just in the Bones field. I mean, a lot of the concept art seems to show... Or, well, a lot of... The one concept art piece that I've seen that seems to show what appears to be the Ghost Leviathan shows it in, like, a bunch of bones, so I'm assuming that's where they'd put it if it does, in fact, get added to the game at some point. Also, I was helpfully hinted at in the comments on where I can find the various things if I go in the right direction. Ooh. That appears to be the Precursor base, so you know what? I think we'll leave that for now. I mean, I know, you see that and you're like, wow, Gaslight, what are you doing? Why are we not going to look at that? But I kind of want to look at nature first. And if I am not mistaken... If we... yes, that would appear to be it right there. Let's go look at the Ghost Tree Forest first. Then we'll go check out the Precursor base. The first of many. And by many, I mean, I think there's going to be... I want to say 3, mostly because, as we all know, probably, there is a certain rule in narrative about things coming in threes. Trouble, symbols... In Christian religion, of course, there's the Holy Trinity. In Legend of Zelda, there's the Triforce, etc., etc. Weird, really, that I'd go from Christianity to Legend of Zelda. Those are just my, like, go-to things for examples of the rule of 3 in narrative. But there it is. Alright. Now, I feel almost like we must have popped in through here before, but I don't remember this. So, wait, how did I even get into the Lost River? Because I know there was something around the Bones field. We came in through the Grand Reef. But I don't remember going through this lovely tree field here with the annoying big brothers of those little spider crawly things from the Aurora and certain other parts of the world. Man, those things annoy me. Just bouncing around. Hello? Oh, it's just you, Mr. Ghost Ray thing. And then you, Mr. Spider thing. And you, Mr... Does Roots move? I assume I imagine that. And then Hello? What? Excuse me, sir. I'm in creative mode. You're not allowed to hurt me. So I'll punch you and let that be a lesson to the rest of you. But yeah. Like I said last time as well, I think my favorite part about... Oh, I love those little schools of fish. But I think my favorite part about the Lost River area in general is that it's one of the only biomes... I mean, it's probably one of the most alien-looking areas in the game. But also, and perhaps most importantly, it doesn't have a lot of annoying super predators. I mean, well, no, there's really no predators whatsoever, are there? Does this drop into the inactive lava zone? Doesn't look like it. Kind of dark and spooky sounding. This is a lava zone, isn't it? Isn't it? I think it is. And I don't really want to go in there right now. We will eventually, but it just looks so open and ominous. You know? Like, it's one of those areas, it looks pretty much like the perfect set piece from a movie where the heroes they're leaving, you know, the nice, friendly zone, and then they're entering danger for the first time. And usually what happens, of course, is, or just that part in the movie or, you know, the story or whatever, where, oh, this looks like it would lead out of the Lost River as well. And I don't really want to leave, so we're gonna, you know, go back in here. I like the friendly blue over the less friendly not blue. So let's go back here and we'll check out the Precursor base now. But anyway, like that whole open area, that's like just the perfect set piece in a movie. Hello. Hello. Hello as well, Mr. Blighter, which I just punched to death for no reason. Hello there, Ampiel, who can't hurt me because I'm in creative mode. But anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. That whole open area is the point in the movie where... Wait, I'm in creative mode. You're not supposed to be able to hurt me or attack me or anything. Apparently the Ampiel just doesn't give a crap, a shit, a damn, whatever expletive you would like to throw in there about the fact that I'm in creative mode and I'm not supposed to be damageable. He's just like, you know what, screw you, I'm gonna attack you anyway. Stupid Ampules. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what the game says. He's gonna break all the rules. He's a rebel. But anyway, I keep getting... That is the part in a movie where, you know, you start exploring it and then, like, the giant monster creature thing, like, just kind of slivers by just... you know, behind everyone where no one's looking, but us, the viewer, the audience, we can see it. Yeah. And then inevitably, the screaming and the shouting and the running away really fast happens. And generally, it's really weird, this area, because it really gives you the feeling that you're, you know, not underwater, except for the fact that you very obviously are. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if Subnautica was a movie, then... the sea dragon would be the big ol', you know, kind of like boss enemy. But then again, maybe the Reaper Leviathan would be instead, because the Reaper is kind of also a dick. Love the music. It's not the calm, peaceful music that we had before, but it's still some nice music. Lets you know that adventure is gonna happen. And then we'll kind of grapple in here to get some slightly expedited speed movement stuff. And alright, now off to the Precursor base. Actually, the Sea Dragon would definitely be like the big monster in the movie. But having said that, the Reaper Leviathan would be the equivalent of the Great White Shark, which seems like the big bad final boss monster until the Sea Dragon shows up. Though frankly, I still find the Reaper scarier than the Sea Dragon. I think maybe it's because the Sea Dragon reminds me so much of Godzilla, and despite, you know, Godzilla's origins and continued kind of metaphor of the dangers and horror of... Oh my, hello there, Mr. Warper person. Of nuclear, you know, warfare and stuff like that. Yeah, Godzilla's kind of a friendly dude, for the most part. I mean, sure, he destroys a city now and then, but he's doing it because he cares, or something like that. Alright, now the real question is, how do we get in here? I know that the Degassi base in the Grand Reef has a key. The question is, do I need that key to get in here? I wonder, this thing Kind of starting to wonder if the Precursor aliens were the Borg or something. Because they seem kind of... Oh! There's a sea dragon around here somewhere. Wasn't that fun? That admittingly did scare me a little bit. Even though I did previously say, oh, I'm not scared of sea dragons. Sea dragons are just my best buddies. No, they do kind of creep me out. But not as much as the Reaper Leviathan. The Reaper Leviathan is terrifying. Sea dragons are scary, but they're like a kind of scary that you can comprehend. Because they're scary mostly because they're big and they shoot fire. But they're also kind of gentle giants in a fashion. How the heck do I get in this thing? I don't know. There's a part of me that feel... Oh, wait. That looks kind of like an airlock or something. Also, these warpers are probably going to be annoying as sin in, you know, a regular game. Hello? I actually, and this is carrying on also from what I said in the last video about me not always, you know, educating myself. Oh, hello there, Mr. Warper. Educating myself before starting a video on things, because I do like to, in some instances, going in blind, just for those raw reactions and such. But this is probably a case where I should have at least considered, you know, reading on what I would need to do in order to get into this thing before I started recording. I'm not even sure if I can get into this thing. I assume I can, but I don't know for sure. Because this is truly an alien-looking object with no clear entrance. I could be wandering around here for hours before I actually figure it out. So, since I do kind of, if it is possible to get in here, I would like to see the inside of this thing this episode. I think if I don't find an obvious entrance in the next few moments, I will probably cut away and look it up. Yes, that would probably be wise. Yeah, you go away, Mr. Warper. Alright, here's another thing that looks like it could be an airlock, but it's not. At least, not yet. It is possible. It's possible that those are gonna be doors eventually, but maybe this was just put here to make you wonder, and it's not actually gonna be openable until later. Okay, so with that in mind, and since I can't seem to find the way in on my own, I'm gonna go look it up, and we'll get an answer one way or the other in a moment. So, see you guys momentarily. Alrighty then, so I didn't really have any luck figuring out how to get in there. And the game is lagging out again, so I just figured start over and, well, not really start over. It's mostly just I was too lazy to make my way up to the surface. So I figured I'd wrap this episode up just by checking. I don't think the Precursor gun is actually in this build as of yet, but I figured why not go over there, and if there is a way to get into that Precursor base, and I feel there might be. I couldn't find anything online specifically mentioning if it was possible, but I'm going to continue to assume that it is in fact a possibility. So in the meanwhile, yeah, we'll worry about that when the time comes, basically. And, yeah. In the meanwhile, though, let us make our way over to the mountains, because that is where the gun is. Whoa. And I'm just doing 360s, apparently, here. This is a large, open... Oh, no, I was going to say, it's opening up a bit more than I would like. I don't know, I seem to go through periods of, Oh, something I also forgot that we're gonna have to look into is the Mesmer. Where is that little guy? I don't know where he is. He's a little squiddly diddly thing that, well, vaguely, it's kind of like a cuttlefish, if I recall, which is not very cuddly at all. Yeah, but It's a pretty interesting creature. I assume in creative mode, its mesmerizing abilities would have no effect on me. But, you know, that's also something to explore and figure out. What is this? It's ominous. It's mountainous. I want to go explore it, but I also feel like, even though we're in creative mode, a Reaper Leviathan could show up at any moment and eat me. I'm seeing no gun, so I assume the gun is actually not there yet. Which, I guess is mildly disappointing, but it makes sense why it wouldn't be there. Because, you know, it's a gun, and... Why am I being such a coward? I mean, surely... Nothing can go wrong between here and there. But then again, I also distinctly remember, at least in the last version of the game, the Reapers were now dead silent until, like, 5 seconds before they rip your face off. So, you know, by the time you hear one, it's already too late. And it's really amazing, isn't it? How, even though I'm in creative mode and I know I can't get hurt, even if there is a Reaper around here, I don't really want to go over there. Mostly because now that you can't hear Reapers, apparently, until... I'm not sure if that was a bug or an intentional design choice. If it's a design choice, it just, you know what, we're gonna go home for now. But if that is, in fact, a design choice that was done intentionally, I'm also gonna feel like an idiot now, wandering back in, then, you know, in the comments, someone's gonna be like, Gaslight, you idiot! The Precursor gun is in the game! You could have showed it to us! But no, you had to chicken out like a dirty coward. And what the heck was that? Well, I hit something and murdered it. I feel bad about that. But better it than me, whatever it was. Yeah. I will be kind of disappointed in myself if it turns out there was, in fact, a possibility. Also, was this bridge always as grassy? I feel kind of lost, as if the terrain has changed semi-dramatically since I was last in this vicinity. Which is not, strictly speaking, a bad thing. And again, it's not strictly speaking a good thing either, because if I'm lost, then I don't feel comfortable. And if I don't feel comfortable, then, well, all kinds of things could happen. Now, you are probably friendly, so killing you, that's just gonna add to the list of sins that I'll have to atone for in hell. But, oh well. That's what life is for. I mean, and I just did it again. Apparently, I plan on spending a very long time in purgatory and or hell when I die. Even though this is just a video game. So anyway, with that said, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. So until the next time, I'm just gonna hide in a cave and feel somewhat safe, even though that entrance is more than big enough for a Reaper Leviathan to poke in and say hello and eat my face off. Which, again, I don't know why I'm scared, because this is creative mode, and there is no way it can hurt me. But anyway, yes, that's gonna do it until the next time. So for now, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.